So I was watching your show on Monday, and Beth Flynt was on it. And, well, we're going to have her on this show, but we ran out of time because I talked so much. Not really. Beth Flynt is here. You tell us what she does, Letty.
Well, first I want to say she liked the show so much she wanted to come back and interview with me again.
That's right.
That's where you bring her in, Robert. Right there.
Okay, so Beth Flynt is with Damsel in Defense, and she has some great products. I want her to go ahead and explain it because I don't want to steal her thunder.
Oh, well, thank you.
This is a trick of the camera, by the way. I look at Beth, and we're about the same height.
Right?
And Letty's like a foot taller than me, but look how our tech, Robert, did this. Boom, boom, boom. Thank you, Robert. I'm the big man on this show.
We're like little siblings. Notice who's the youngest.
So I always interrupt, and
Yes.
Athena always kicks me under the table, so.
I like to be
I'm just gonna
interrupted,
zip
so
it up a minute.
you're welcome to interrupt with me at any time.
So what does this one do right here?
Are we going to start? We're
Starts
ready to
your
start,
car.
right?
Starts your car.
Mike is ready, okay? Well, hello, thank you, and I guess we're ready to start showing products because we've got some interest over here. I'm with Damsel in Defense, and we are self-protection for women, and we also have things that men can use, so we're not going to restrict it just to men, and we have personal alarms for kids as well. So I guess we're going to start off by showing the products. And this particular product that I'm going to show first is called the Socket to Me. And it is an actual martial arts tool, and it has these little grooves to put your hand on. And you can carry, it has to be a key. It must be a keychain in California to be legal. In some states it is legal without being a keychain, but in California you better put a key on it, okay, to keep it right. And so it is a striking tool, and as a woman, if you are that close, you can use your keys. If you're like me, we have a lot of keys on there.
Keeps you from grabbing your keys away or something.
There you go.
Gives you a grip.
Or you can strike them with it, and you really want to strike them at a soft point if you have the time, but of course, in a moment's thought, you're going to go for whatever area you can get to. And it will break a bone, and it'll break the skin. So it's pretty tough. So try it out in your hand. It's a nice little tool.
Have you ever had your purse snatched?
Don't ask such a question.
Yeah, I mean,
That's scary.
I've seen them in New York a lot.
Oh, of course.
Something like that might have saved it.
It might have.
If
And
your purse is hooked to it or something, so.
So yeah, that's the Socket to Me, and they come in a lot of pretty colors, and hopefully none of us will ever need it, but it's nice to have protection in case you do. So I have this in my hand no matter where I am. If I'm coming out of the grocery store or I'm getting in my car at a football game and I had to walk down the street by myself, and so this little baby is protecting me immediately.
So if you're going to carry your keys, you might as well hold it like that.
You might as well. You're going to have something on your keys. And you know, many years ago, all of our cars had keys. Then you could put your key between your fingers, and then you would have, you know, something to protect yourself that way. But now our new cars don't always have keys, and so at least this way you have something to start your protection with. At Damsel, we like for you to layer your protection and not just consider having one protection, but to think about different situations. Particular, if it's windy, you couldn't have a pepper spray because it might get on you as well as the perpetrator, right?
Back in your face, huh?
Yeah, so you want to make sure that you have something that you can use at different situations. So,
I noticed that matches your ring too. Very pretty.
oh, well, thank you. Well, thank my husband for that. So, I had the ring before I had the Socket to Me. But since we're looking at pretty colors, right?
Right.
I'll show you we'll start with some pepper sprays. And this is called Hot Little Hand. And it's a little glove that we use when we're walking or we're
So again,
jogging.
they can't pull it out of your hand.
They can't get it away from you. If you're a sweaty jogger, it's not going to, slide out of your hand. You don't have to worry about that. People that run, walk, they love these little gloves.
Do you need a license or training or anything for pepper spray?
You do not. All of the products that we have at Damsel in Defense are non-lethal weapons. You do not have to have any special training. But when you sell a product, we like to educate as well as provide a product. So,
Can you use that on a dog? Is that okay?
well, yes, of course you could.
If you're threatened. I mean, that lady right up the
Absolutely.
street here got mauled by two pit bulls yesterday.
Oh,
It was
yes,
just on
I
the
saw
news.
that.
They took her arm. They
Yes.
amputated her arm.
Oh,
So it'd be okay for
Sad
something like that.
situation. Yes, you can. It's just as effective on a dog as it is on a human.
But you don't have I mean, you can't plan for that.
No, you
can't
can't.
plan, oh, I better take this, I might get mauled by a dog or attacked by a person.
No.
So you just take it to...
Well, you want to have something with you all the time. You know, that's the idea, is that no matter what your situation, you're going to be ready and you're going to be prepared. So that's what we talk about, you know, layering our protection.
That makes sense.
So the pepper sprays will go for 16 feet, and they all have a UV dye in them. You don't always find that in all of the pepper sprays, so if that's something you're interested in, you know, that's what we carry. It is the hottest pepper spray on the planet. Well, on the market, should we say, right? I don't know about
So
the
dye
planet.
the
Yes.
Perpetrator.
perpetrator. What
So-
do you mean dye it? They'll put a color on them?
Yes, our pepper spray is a bright orange, and when it sprays, it's not a mist, but it's a direct shoot. And you want to make a Z pattern if you can, because most likely the perpetrator is going to be moving around, and if you just put your arm straight out and spray, you're only going to get a line of fire that's right in front of you. So you want to make the zigzaggy motion as well. And keep your arms straight out, and just depress the top, and there you go.
I know you're thinking of using it against bad guys if you must.
Right.
You're figuring out what my fear is. Back to the dog.
Yes.
When I was a little kid, I got bit.
Oh, sure.
But they have to know which dog bit you so they can
Right.
find out if I had rabies. If I had that, even if
Oh.
it got me, I could have marked the dog.
There
We
you
could
go.
have found him.
That's
so.
right. So what happens is the pepper spray is an orange color, and it goes all over them, and it starts to affect their mucous membranes. Their eyes will swell closed. Their breathing and their neck will close up, and it gives you time to spray and get away. So we are not asking women to stay and be a hero.
Just get
and
out.
just get away, and that's the whole idea, is to get to someplace safe. But when the guy goes home, assuming it's a man, excuse me, and he washes it off, the dye will stay in his skin, but he can't see it. It's just the UV oil. And so it stays in the skin for about a week, and under a black light, he will light up kind of a lime green, and he can be identified, so he can't say it wasn't him.
Yep.
Pretty clever.
He
Yeah,
washed the
very
dye
clever.
off so he thinks
Right.
he's scot-free, huh?
Yeah, because, you know, they're going out, they're doing this all the time, and they're looking for soft hits that they don't expect you to have something to protect yourself. And so when you do, they go home, wash it off. They want to get back out on that street and try it again, and unfortunately, they can be identified. So it's pretty cool.
Now, you sell these through gatherings, or I don't want to call it parties, or do you call it that?
Yes, we do.
And so I'm thinking, you just don't set people on the street. You talk about the usage and technique and stuff like that?
Right, we do. We like to educate women and equip them if they so choose. And then, and when we do that, we feel like we're giving them an empowerment. I know that's like a word buzzword that everybody uses, but it is true that when you have something that can protect you, you do feel safer, and you feel better about you do feel empowered. I don't know what else to say, but yes, so try on the glove.
Letty?
It's comfy.
Me
Anyone-
or
Now,
Mike?
is this full of pepper spray? 'Cause
That is
So you better behave.
I know.
that is not a live pepper spray. I just I put water in mine because of people like Mike
Yeah.
yeah, let's try it out.
They're all on you
who
now,
want to
Mike.
try it out. But you
That feels
asked me,
secure, like I'm going to grab it from you. It's-
yeah.
Don't you
So-
touch my pepper spray.
So you asked me a question. You asked me, how do I sell them, or how do people get them? We are a direct sales company. So we're always looking for people who are interested in being like me, an independent pro. And so I go into homes with a group of ladies, generally, whatever the group. I'm comfortable to talk to one person or two people, or I'll talk to 200 if you have 200, right? My deal is to get people to be safer and smarter and start thinking about it. We don't really think about getting safe or being safe when we're growing up and in our day-to-day living, because we're too busy focused on everything else. So the more people we can get involved, women, not just women, men might need some protection too in different situations. And if you don't want to carry a purple or a pink pepper spray, we have black and gray as well. So
What color do you
But,
like, Mike?
I'd do the black, absolutely.
we also will go to a business and speak to employees, and we will talk to groups of employees. We have a section, Letty, you're a realtor.
Yes.
And so we do have a section that is specifically for talking to real estate.
And we did have some people in our industry that got in trouble at open houses, and some women that got in some trouble. A man, too, I think, and had
Well,
some trouble, so.
Right.
I think it's just everywhere, so it's just smart to be prepared. Want to move to something better?
Yeah.
And more exciting?
Yes.
I wouldn't say better because it's just a different avenue. But we'll start talking about our stun guns, okay? So this is the most popular one. This is called the Get a Grip. And it is 7.5 million volts of electricity. And I'm putting it
Wow.
on.
I was noticing those beautiful bracelets she was wearing when
Yes,
she
of
came in. Now look at
course,
that.
right? Well, that's a bling. So if you're going out for an evening and you want to look really nice when you take someone down, you can bling it up. Generally speaking, we have just a plain black one, but today I brought my bling.
But it's strong. The one you have is strong.
This one?
The wrist.
Oh, yeah, they're very strong.
They're not going to get your device from you.
They're not. And this is a protection. This little bracelet is a protection for you. It's the disable pin. And so the reason you carry it like this is if someone pulls it from you, it automatically disables the stun gun and they can't use it against you.
Wow.
So for it to work, you need the stun gun to have the disable pin in. And if you need to charge it, all you do is pop out the little built-in charger. So that's kind of cool. It's just right here. If you're like me, I can't ever find my charger when I need it. So yay for me, right? They were thinking of me when they developed this one. And then you're going to put one, there's your flashlight. And we encourage women to carry it as a flashlight. Get used to having it in your hand and be comfortable with it. One more up and a little red light pops on. I'm sorry, that's exactly the response we'd like to see, right?
And you'd probably rather scare them away than hurt them. I mean,
And that's exactly right. We say stun and run. Get to a safe location, don't be a hero.
Robert, you ready?
And Robert,
You ready to give us a little? No?
he's shaking his head no.
It would hurt. I mean, somebody doesn't want to do that, right? I mean, is this the one that
Right.
knocks them to the ground or just gives them a good jolt?
This is 7.5 million volts and five, yes,
Wow.
5 milli, now I'm getting all confused, and 5 milliamps of electricity. So yes, this will knock you to the ground. It constricts the muscles in the body. It drops the heart rate really low, and down they go, and that allows you to get to somewhere safe. So,
Wow.
but they're really cool. Here's the blue one. They come in a cobalt blue. They come in a pretty pink.
No
They-
licensing or
No
training, just-
licensing. We're going to train you when you come and when you receive it, but there is no legal, and it'll come in this blue. Oh, hello, I have this blue one right here. But, so I would like for you to try it. Most people think that you're going to get a reverb
I don't
but
even
you're
hear
not
it.
going to.
Oh, you
I'm
want me to do it?
terrified. I'm
Okay.
absolutely terrified.
There is absolutely
Electricity and
no-
dogs, those are my two things.
Well-
Oh, I love dogs.
Yes,
I
right?
keep
We
saying they
love
bit
dogs.
me.
But
and I
not
had
when
to
they
spray
maul
it,
you. Not when they maul
paint
you.
them.
Okay, so you said,
One forward is your flashlight.
okay, so this is the flashlight.
There's your flashlight, really
Okay.
strong flashlight. Little red light's on. Is your little red light on?
Yes.
Slide up. All
Oh,
the
so
way.
leave it
there
on?
you go. Yes.
Okay.
And now you're ready.
Whoa, that's scary.
The noise is scary.
It's a noise,
Yes.
but it
Yes.
doesn't.
Turn it off.
I don't even
Yes.
feel anything
The noise
in
is
my
scary.
hand or anything. So, yeah.
And that's exactly what someone that knows that sound will leave you alone.
But it does have the sound, but it would,
Totally would take a
take
person
somebody
down.
down, yeah.
Yes, it would.
what's that big long one there?
Well, that one is called.
Is it a stun gun too?
This is a stun gun. This is called striking distance. And it's the same, all of the stun guns have the same volume and milliamps. And so they're all going to be the same strength. So it's just a preference of what type of instrument you want to use to protect yourself. This one is a flashlight as well. And then one more up. And there you go. The nice thing about this particular one, it has these little stripes on the side, and it also has the tip. And so you are going to have to touch them somewhere on their body for this to work.
Yeah, that's a little intimidating, just carrying it. I mean,
Yes,
you
exactly.
got a club in your hand.
It looks like a club. It's about what would you say, about a foot long, and yeah.
Approximately.
So, about 12 inches, and it's not real heavy, but it's heavy enough that, it might hurt
yeah.
if you smacked somebody.
You don't want
with
to touch it.
You know, Athena would have shocked me by now. She
Well-
just is so.
Maybe this is your lucky day then, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
You've
thank
got
goodness,
us
Athena.
instead. That's
Thank
right.
goodness Athena got fired from another job and she's not here.
Oh,
And she
okay.
doesn't mind us talking
Well,
about it
she'll be
behind her
back, right?
back. One thing we
Oh,
can
yeah.
guarantee, she never watches the show, so we could say anything.
Okay, good
But
to
I told
know.
her I would protect her from
Okay.
you.
Well, you might need some products like this then.
That's right.
The stun guns all come in a case, and I'll show you this case because this is the case. Because some people like to carry them on their belts. They like to have them in their belts. So you get a little carrying case with it as well. And then they also come with the black cord.
Now, what if you have kids at home and they find it and play with it? You need to keep it put away properly?
Well, I think that would be a smart choice just to, with any type of protection item that you have in your house, you have to be responsible if you're the adult. So.
Unless you're not that fond of your kids. You might say, here, play with this.
That is one nice thing, though. You have to remember this
Oh,
that
keep that
it
out.
won't work as long as
So they're
this isn't
safe
in
if
it.
you have that out.
They are
So you have-
very
you
safe.
keep that on you and the.
Right,
Okay.
exactly. You just don't keep your disable pin with it. So
That makes sense.
yes. And today I brought another stun gun that people love because it doesn't look like a stun gun.
Wow.
Right? This looks like
A
a
camera.
camera, and it's actually called the Gotcha. Get it? Gotcha.
Gotcha.
It needs a disable pin as well, as any of our stun guns do. And so I've got my pin in, and this one has a few different features. Okay, this particular one has a little button up here, and it is it can be there's your flashlight, but it can be a personal alarm.
Oh, wow.
Right? A little noisy there. I think it's still on. There we go. And then we can pop it into the stun mode. And did you hear that it's a little weaker than the other? This one just probably needs a charge. And so that's a heads up.
So have a built-in battery, is that the idea?
Well, this has a charger. This one can be charged at your computer. This can be charged. You get the USB cord with it. You can charge your telephone from this if your telephone goes dead, right?
Wow.
Yes, that's awesome. It also has a car charger. You can charge this one in your car. And then it has a little readout light on the side that will tell you your battery strength. And so this has a few more features that the others don't have. But they're all as far as they're equal in power. So, and that one's called the what? Gotcha.
Gotcha.
Gotcha. So,
Gotcha.
Yeah. And those are the stun guns I brought. We have one other one, but I don't have it here today.
What
so.
about that one? That's not a stun
This
gun?
one is not a stun gun.
This is my favorite product right here.
This is one of our favorite products, and I love this thing. This is called the Road Trip, and it was designed to keep in your car. And I'll tell you why in just a minute. It has a lot of different features, so we'll start with a flashlight. It is a flashlight. It's a really bright LED flashlight.
Is it rechargeable or are there batteries?
There are 3 AAA batteries, okay? If you are in an area where you're going to need your flashlight for a long time, you can reduce the use of the sorry, wrong one. Wake up. You can reduce the battery usage and just use a
dim.
little dimmer, okay? You can make it into a strobe if you're somewhere
Wow.
that you need a strobe,
Trying to get
okay?
some attention.
Get some attention.
Or at a rave? Maybe.
At a rave, because we're all going to be at a rave,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. But hey, who knows, right?
Right? Who knows?
Then I demonstrated the alarm. It has an alarm. For instance, where we live, there's lots of grapes and orchards and things like that. Your car might go off into an area where
they can't see you.
so it'd be great to have that alarm to turn it on. It has a beacon in the handle.
Wow.
And I don't know if that's going to show real good. But the purpose behind that beacon is if you are stranded by yourself on the side of the road, you can turn that on. There are magnets on the face of this flashlight. You can see there's 5 magnets.
Right.
You can put that on the side of your car door, or you can put it on the top of your roof. You can get in and lock the door and stay safe until someone comes to help you.
Wow.
So
You
it's a
get
pretty
the,
good.
in these foggy Fresno,
Right.
you get these chain reaction pileups, and you're not all the way off the road, and it'd be nice to have something like that.
Wouldn't it?
Yeah.
And especially in these foggy situations, the alarm would be awesome, because
We still haven't got to my favorite features yet,
no,
right?
no. In the handle, flashlight has a built-in seatbelt cutter, okay? So that you can cut yourself or your child or someone, whomever, that might be left in the car because you can't. Our cars are electronic. When the electronics shut down, so do the seatbelts. So you need a way to get out of your seatbelt to get your child and yourself out of your car in a hurry.
Well, I just saw a news clip, and police officers couldn't get these people. Their seatbelt was jammed. They couldn't get the person out. I don't know why police officers don't have something like this to cut the seatbelts fast.
They should, they should all carry it. Maybe we should suggest they have
Buy one of these
road trip.
from Beth.
Yes, exactly. And then at the very end, if you're in that car and the electronics are off, your window won't roll down and you can't get out, right? You can't get out, or you need to get in your car in emergency. And right here on the end, they have a spring-injected window, what would you call it, smasher.
Yeah, so you don't have to hit it. You just hold it up and it goes.
Wow.
And this is especially nice if you have people who don't have upper body strength. No longer do they have to smack the window to break it, And,
It's hard to break car windows.
Yes, it's
It
very
really
hard.
is.
There's certain areas I believe that you have to hit. And so I saw this in action. I saw it demonstrated, and it's just within seconds it's broken and you're
Wow.
out. So this has such great features. Every car should have one in their console right by them.
Oh, yeah.
I believe
that's
it.
great. I see why that's your favorite.
Yeah, I'm seriously going to buy maybe a dozen for Christmas and give them
Yes.
out.
You're giving it away now.
To my, to my
you
mom,
might get
my grandma,
one.
People
not
are
the lady.
waiting.
Letty's not on the list
maybe
yet.
I'll get
so.
one too.
But,
right?
but the thing is that when I see people need those, it's
Yes.
not in their own car. It's they come upon a crash and they run and
Right.
the car's on fire. They can't unbuckle them, and you just stick that thing in and go zip, and that seatbelt's done.
There's seconds,
If you could get through the window, which this gets you
which
through.
you can get through the window with this. Yeah, so
Right.
That's
it's a
right.
great tool.
For
It's a-
$30,
it's
can
a
you imagine?
Exactly. It's a safety tool that every car should have. So.
And you just keep it in there. You don't want to ever use it. You just store it in your car and keep it for the emergency.
Are you familiar now with how sometimes our identity is stolen from our credit cards, and
Do not know about that.
you do not know about that? Well, okay. Well, criminals, as we will call them, have the opportunity and the ability to stand beside you, and they have a little tool or whatever it is they use, and these magnetic strips that we have on all of our credit cards and all of our IDs. They can exhume your information without you knowing it. So if I'm sitting just by Letty and I have that particular tool, and she happens to have her cards in her pocket without her knowledge or without any acknowledgement whatsoever by anyone, I'm able to get all of the information I need to go and start.
And so you
a
sell
little bit of fraud.
devices to do that?
So, well, this is a case that you can carry them in, and it holds all my credit. It's got my credit
it's
card.
sealed. It blocks it out. They
and
can't
it
get
blocks
through
it out, right? This
Wow.
is a protective cover where they can't just pull that information off. So it's pretty cool, right?
Yeah, it's great.
Is
Pop
that
your
your
cards in?
actual driver's license?
That
or
is my
some-
actual driver's license.
Or some
yes.
identity that you stole?
Yes, that is correct. That is correct. That is my real, and this is my real ATM card, and these are my real credit cards. So I do carry it with me all the time.
No, that's great. Can I feel the? So you put it
Absolutely.
in your pocket, they don't get bent or anything?
Right. No, they're kind of
Yeah.
a hard shell.
Yeah.
In fact,
Oh,
the
yeah.
name
I
of
like
it
that.
is hard shelly.
Hard
Oh,
shell.
wow.
Yeah, hard shelly.
And do they
So-
come in different colors?
They
or-
come in gray, and they come in pink.
What do you think of this color, Mike?
Why
Not
not?
for me.
Yeah, okay.
Not for me.
Maybe
Nice.
gray.
Yeah.
Maybe gray.
I like the
right?
gray. Give me the
Okay.
gray any day.
Gray.
Yeah, I kind of heard about that now that you said that you can walk by and somehow swipe your
Yes,
card.
there's nothing to it. We don't even know it's happening.
That's
And
the scary
let's
part.
go a step further. These people are actually able to put a tiny little chip inside the credit card area where you buy your gasoline. And so you need to check that before you buy gas. You make sure it's up inside the little slot where you're going to put your card in to read it. It's a reader for them. It swipes all of your information. It's not visible on the outside, but if you look inside, if you take a look, you actually will see something inside that looks like it shouldn't be there. And so
And they don't do this once. They know what they're doing.
these
Oh,
are
yeah.
They walk,
professionals,
wipe by
right?
and swipe cards and put things in and
So-
stuff, so.
The nice part about Damsel is maybe we're getting a little bit ahead of them. So, our products will kind of maybe stop some of the pain that comes with identity theft. We actually Damsel does have a digital digital protection for your home computers, for your telephone.
Wow.
And it's a awesome service. It monitors. One of the favorite features that I love is that it monitors language. So if you have a teenager or you have a young person who's active on Facebook and is active on with their telephones, it will monitor for any language that can be threatening, or it can be maybe a bully situation that they'll get a red light and they will notify the parent.
And your
So-
kids might not tell you.
Most
right?
likely, kids aren't going to tell
So,
you.
so you
Yes.
could pick it up.
Yes.
Now, let's say, you said people could get into this business if they want.
Oh, yes, they can. They just give me a call, and I'd be happy to help them do that.
Does it take a lot to get into it, like $1,000,
It-
$10,000?
Actually, right now, it is it's always $149 to get your starter kit. But right now, if you become a Damsel, they are adding the new purse. It's called the Carry Purse, and I just happen to have one right by me. So you get this as part of your kit. And this is a concealed weapons carry purse. Even though it's cute, and this one's really pretty. I love
like
the
the color.
teal,
Yeah,
right?
pretty color.
This particular section of the purse is actually for someone who's carrying a lethal weapon. Now, actually, some people put their stun guns in here, which are non-lethal weapons. And you have it. It can be for left or right-handed people because of the two zippers, so you can get to your weapon of choice. We'll call it from either end. It has pockets on the end. It has a pouch right here that you can put extra stuff in. My favorite part, it really is the pouches on the end, because I can get to my telephone immediately, right?
Okay. You'd have to dig
I have
all
to
through the whole
hunt for
purse.
it. And then inside, you have the fabric. I'm not very good at this, am I? I'm not professional. But the fabric is silk, the purse is leather, and it comes
Wow.
in blue, black, the cobalt blue, black, white, and this beautiful teal. So,
So you're saying that, I know you went over this fast, but somebody could
Yes.
open their own business.
Yes.
And have their own business for how
Correct.
much?
$149
Wow.
gets you started, and
Wow.
the value of that is actually $390 of
Yeah.
product. So-
Wow.
See,
And the company is a great company. 2 young women have started this company. We're in year 4, and we were just named as the 5th largest growing direct
Wow.
sales. Yay!
What city did it start in?
Congratulations.
These girls started, they are now in Idaho.
Idaho.
And they are from Idaho. So that's where the company's
great.
home is. So
Start your own business. I like that idea.
it is. It's
Yeah.
great. I'm a retired teacher. I guess I thought I didn't have anything to do. That wasn't true. But you get to set your own hours. You get to I go meet wonderful people everywhere I go. I have a lot of opportunities to talk to people about being safer. And for me, I may never know if I have put the product into someone's hand that I maybe saved their life.
For a
And,
small amount, very small amount of money.
So,
Right.
yes.
So they can buy a product from Beth Flynt. They can maybe have a gathering at their house.
That's
and
correct.
you bring a bunch of products and show
Right.
them. Or get in the business.
Right. Get into the business.
How would
It's
they
great.
reach you to do that? How would they start?
They could call me on my phone number. It's 559-805-5485.
Very good. It's on the screen. By the way, if you try to call Beth or any of the people you see on Central Valley Talk and you can't get them, or you didn't write the number down fast enough, call us up here at Central Valley Talk, or call Letty Pinzatori, and she'll put you in touch with them. Anyway, I'm going to let Letty, I keep talking and talking. She tries to say something, so. He's
Well,
saying
yeah.
let's go or go to commercial. I don't even know what that kid's saying over there.
He's waving.
Well, I was just going to say, you were saying about telling people about it and everything, and you've been on 3 shows
I
this
have.
week.
Thank
so
you.
yay for
Thank
you.
you very
2
much.
shows that I was on, I'm happy to say, and very
Yes, that's
honored.
right.
Thank you.
Yes.
And you do a great job, and you have a great
Well-
product. And let me tell you, Mike and I are going to be your customers.
Yeah.
I'm
I
telling
hope
you right
so.
now.
I like to see people safer. And I keep a lot of stock at my house. So if there's ever, some people don't want to wait a week. It takes about a week to get your products when you order online. So, and you can order online. You certainly can
But they
do
could
that.
get it directly from you
Yes,
fast.
you can have
If
it
you have it-
directly from me. It's much faster.
And guess where she's located?
Yeah. Visalia.
I am.
Yes.
I'm located in Visalia.
So you're outnumbered today.
No, that's
Just
all
a
right.
little. So, well, thank you very much,
All right,
guys.
is there a web address for you or anything else, or just a phone
You know,
number?
I have a Facebook page, and it is, and the Facebook page address is facebook.com. I think it's a / then, and then it is Safe Damsel Dames.
I like
Safe
that.
Damsel Dames.
That's great.
And I do have an actual address to look at the products, and that is www.mydamselpro.net / pro8525.
Pro 8525.
That's me.
Just call her up. Say the
Yeah.
phone number one
Make it
more
easy.
time.
559-805-5485. That's
Anything else
me.
to add, either of you?
No, thanks so
We
much.
went a little over the time we're supposed to. We're supposed to go to commercial every few minutes, but this is good. This is very important. And if one person buys this and is safer or feels safer or leads a fuller life because they feel they can go out
Exactly.
and without worrying so much, then I think we've done something special here.
Or
I
if they
do
get
too.
into the business and they really like it,
Yeah.
and then they can come on my show and then promote
Talk
the
about the
business,
business,
and
yeah.
it's all win-win, right?
Yes, and let's just say that April is Sexual Assault Awareness Month, and there's many functions around that you can get involved in and get out there and join the bandwagon for the cause.
Why don't we do this? Why don't we say right here live on the show, if somebody calls Beth and signs up to be a seller of these, that we'll bring them on for free and they could
Hey,
talk about their business.
that's
Sounds
a
great.
deal,
Call
right?
Beth quick. Well, we're
Sounds
generous.
great.
We're feeling generous
Yes.
today. so-
Yay!
That's wonderful. That's
All
right.
right, we have to go to a commercial break. Is that what you're saying, Robert? Is that what all this means?
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
I
Okay,
think
we're going to
so.
go take a break, and we might or might not be back. It depends on how much time we have.